So proofing is just a fantastic way to teach your dog what you want them to do in any given situation. Here's the problem, right, Cruiser? I know you understand what I'm talking about here. A lot of us as dog owners just kind of expect our dogs to know what to do in any given situation. From puppies to adults, we expect them to know what to do. So, for example, when guests come over, we expect them to already know that we want them to be calm, and when they get excited and jump on our guests, we say that they're being bad because they know better. But the thing is, I've met a lot of dog owners, and a lot of people aren't taking the time to teach the dog what to do in these situations by staging it, setting it up, having the dog relax on the place bed, having guests come over and just role play what you would like the dog to be doing. Correct when they do the inappropriate behavior, and then reward when they do what you want them to do. So then they get a clear picture exactly what to do in this given situation in the future. So that's why we take so much time to proof these dogs. So when I'm cleaning the house, I need you on place. When my guests come over, I need you on place. So all these things. So we let the dogs know what we expect of them, and we do it through teaching. All right, Cruiser, so let's show him. Cruiser's an old guy. He's 7 years old. He's already got some bad habits under his belt, like barking when people come to the door. So we're going to be working on that, teaching him that's no longer something we want him to do. Instead, we want him to relax and do something like this on the place bed. Okay? Here we go. We got our guest coming in. It's Julian Riggins. First time doing this, I'm expecting him to make a mistake, right? Just a little one because we haven't done this yet. What I will do if he barks or gets off the place bed, I will correct on the e-collar firmly, put him back on place, and then we repeat it. We'll have Julie go back out, wait a minute, come back in, until he gets it right, until he's calm, quiet, and just lets her walk in, and he'll remember, okay, barking's no longer wanted. We set that rule. Being quiet and relaxed on the place bed is what we want, okay? Here we go. No. Place. Good. Down. Down. Good boy. Who is it? I hear ya. Hi, come on in.
Oh my gosh!
Well, come on in. It's been a while. How you been?
Come on!
You look radiant. Good boy. Good boy. So as you guys can see, we went through the proofing with the doorbell, and we found out that the doorbell, specifically the doorbell, is the trigger for Cruiser. So what we did is I had Julie go outside and ring the doorbell. You've seen him react in his normal fashion, barking, got off the place bed. I corrected firmly on the e-collar to let him know I disagree with that. Instead, I want you on the place bed. So I put him back on the place bed, had him lay down. What did we do? Then we presented the trigger again, and he didn't do that because of the consequence prior, and I said, good. So we just had a conversation where I said, in this scenario in the future, what I'd like you to do is not bark, not get off the place bed, but to just relax on the place bed. So it was very clear and very fair to him because now he understands what's expected of him. I took the time to teach him what I'd like him to do when somebody comes to the door, okay? Oftentimes we don't do that with our dogs. What we do is we just, we don't take the time to role play these things to say, in this situation, I want you to do this, not this. Instead, we just expect them to make good choices without teaching them what that good choice is. And furthermore, we don't share a proper consequence for doing the action we don't want. So it's very frustrating when, say, guests come over and our dog's constantly pestering them because we haven't showed them what we'd rather have them do, and we don't have a way of holding them accountable with a consequence when they break that rule. So there was no education involved. So it's not really the dog's fault at that point. So this guy here, Cruiser, he's 7 years old, and he's just now going to be learning this new way of behaving in a situation that was once very stressful for everybody involved. Thought process, remembering what we just talked about. You can see him making a choice. Good boy. Come in. Hi. So all it took was one conversation with him to let him know we don't want that anymore, we want this. Good boy. Good job, buddy.